Hi everybody, welcome to another video. And today we're doing a video on the No Nonsense Survival Kit 2.0. Now that right here is the original No Nonsense Survival Kit 1.0. And this is the No Nonsense Survival Kit 2.0. And as you can see, 2.0 is considerably big. And we're about to find out why. If you are curious about what's in this, make sure that you look up my old videos. I'll try to link it in the descriptions down below. All right? But I will kind of go over it as I go over this, just to give you a comparison. All right? Now let's go. First of all, why the heck is this one so much bigger than the 1.0? And this does not make this any less effective. This is still an effective no-nonsense survival tool. All right? So, what makes it bigger? Well, in this kit, there are tools in here that pretty much allows you to fashion or make your own slingshot. In this kit, the slingshot is included. Another reason why the pack is so much bigger. All right, so let's get started. In the front, let me give you an overview of the pouch first. All right. All right, let's get started. In the front pockets, we have it's kind of hard to get out, and that's a good thing because you don't want to lose anything. We have a mini Bic lighter with a electrical tape or duct tape. All right. In this pouch here, we have cotton ball with Vaseline and fire start Duraflame material embedded into the cotton. And the reason I make it like this is so that way I can strike a ferro rod onto the cotton and it'll catch fire, and the Vaseline will slow down the fire, so it'll give the flame enough time to light the Duraflame. And once the Duraflame is on fire, the whole tinder remains on fire for quite a bit, a long time. And that gives me enough time to put twigs and other tinder on top of it to start a bigger fire. All right, and that is the methodology of this little fire starter. Okay, and a Germex wipe. I always have Germex wipe here and there because keeping your hands clean and maybe also wiping away some cuts, and keeping your wounds clean is very important so you don't get infected. All right, I'll put that there. In the last pocket up in the front, we have the actual slingshot. All right, now when I did the TEMU unboxing of the December part 1 TEMU unboxing, I unboxed this. This was part of the unboxing, and I stated that the band was very weak, or it felt very weak. So I went and purchased another band from Walmart. I wasn't able to find a flat ribbon kind like I wanted to, so I went and got the regular kind, and it's in the kit, and I'll show it to you in a minute. So that is the slingshot. All right, so as everybody know, this is a no-nonsense kit here, 1.0, and this was for basically dedicated to hunting and fishing, okay? Acquiring food in that manner. And this is no different. This is the 2.0, what I like to call the hunter. Okay, so and as you will see why I call it the hunter. All right. So here's the slingshot. And absolutely no training other than childhood skills is necessary to operate this entire survival kit. So if you were ever a 9 to 13-year-old boy, you should have the skills in order to use this kit to obtain food and fish. Okay. So go on the flip side before we go zipping into it. On the loop here, we have a paracord bracelet, and this paracord bracelet is with the clasp. We have a gut blade here. We have a button compass. We have a whistle, and there is a ferrocerium. Okay, there is a ferrocerium rod, and this little thing does work. I have tested it out, and it does work. So this ferrocerium rod is definitely a good backup, to what I already have. And of course, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you are needing this kit, of course you'll take this bracelet off and you'll wear it. You'll wear the bracelet, okay? And there's a flashlight, keychain flashlight, accompanying the bracelet, and you could take the flashlight keychain off and put it on your belt or whatever, and put this on your wrist, and you're good to go. All right, let's put that to the side. And this flashlight, although very inexpensive from Temu, under $5 for something and change, is pretty bright, and it has other functions that you can use this as a lantern. You could hang this, and the whole handle will light up like a lantern. So you can use this as a light source in an emergency situation. Okay. And here we have the ferro rod, the main ferro rod. And this ferro rod is pretty neat because it allows you to turn it into a full-size handle to hold the ferro rod, and you have the striker built in here, and you just boom, there's your ferro rod. So this is the main ferro rod for fire, and you need fire if you're going to hunt down fish. I mean, if you're going to fish and hunt down little game, you're going to need fire to cook fish and the game that you catch. So this is fire kit right here. Get you started, get a good fire started. And in the final pocket on the outside, we have a frog gig. Okay, so this is part of the hunting tools, and this head of the frog gig without the staff, you can fashion your own staff and stick a stick in here, a long stick, and you could drive a nail through the little hole here to fasten the frog gig to the stick, and then you could go to town and catch you some frogs, or you can maybe spearfish in a shallow stream somewhere. Many different uses, but mainly for catching frogs. And frogs are somewhat delicious. They taste like chicken, right? And if you're hungry, trust me, you're gonna eat it. All right, so let's go inside the bag. All right, right off the bat, one of the most important tools that makes this a hunter is the Huntsman, Victorinox Huntsman. And the reason we chose the Victorinox Huntsman is it has all of the main blades that you need. Okay. It has the saw, okay, to process firewood so you can get the fire going to cook whatever you catch or hunt down. Can opener, bottle opener always come in handy. This screwdrivers, flat tip screwdriver can be used as a pry tool. You know, never know. You know, you might have some cans of food that you need to open to complement whatever you hunt and fish. All right. And it also has scissors. And scissors are important because you want to be able to cut cordage one-handed. Let's say your left hand is busy holding something and you need to snip away snip at a cordage or something. Sometimes having a knife is not as same as just snipping away with it's easier, you know, cutting it with the scissors. But anyway, let's continue. Believe that's it with that part. And then you have the reamer. Okay, and the reamer is very important because it gives you the capability of drilling holes. It's got the sewing eye, and I like that. I think all reamers should have a sewing eye, but they don't make all of them like that. And then you have the parcel hook, which allows you to carry things and pull things, and if you have cordage and you want to pull and tighten things, good tool to have. And also a corkscrew. And the corkscrew is very important. It just doesn't open bottles of wine. It also can be used to untie really tight knots. It can be used to actually drill into wood, and you can use it to actually carry large logs once you cork it in, and use the whole knife as a handle to carry logs, you know. And so it's a very important tool. And then that's it. And you, of course, you got the tweezer in case you need to get a splinter out. You have the toothpick. You know, when you're eating wild game or fish, you know, you might want to keep your teeth healthy and get all that food between your teeth out, right? So that's the Victorinox Huntsman, and that goes into the no-nonsense survival kit 2.0, the Hunter. I call it the Hunter. All right, now here is the more heavy-duty slingshot band that I was talking about, and this can go on this. And of course, if I ever get to use it, I will definitely make a video demonstrating how effective it is. All right, and going back to this frog gig, and you'll say, well, why is it still in the package? You never used it. Of course not. This is an emergency kit. And it's like break glass in case of emergency kind of thing. So you don't. I left it in the package because it is a pretty good protectant from getting poked or making a hole. I was afraid that this would create a hole in the bag, or I would get poked with it while it's being carried around. So I left it in the package. And then when an emergency situation arises, I'll take it out of the package, fashion myself a long frog gig, and go to town. Of course, when you go frog gigging at night, you need a light. Okay, that's one of the reasons why I have a flashlight inside this kit. All right, so let's move on. And in here we have another knife, and the reason I have two knives is this is the multi-tool for everything and anything that I need to do with a knife, okay? And for wood processing, for whatever I need to do. This is a toothpick fishing knife. And the reason it's I have a toothpick fishing knife is, if this fell off here, this is actually a hook sharpener, fishing hook sharpener. I'll probably glue that back on there, but it fell off. I don't want to lose that. the reason I picked this is because while I'm fishing, if I catch something, I can use this to dehook the fish. I can use this part here to scale the fish. Okay. And then I can use this to gut the fish. All right. So this is a fishing knife. I don't mind getting it all fishy and smelly because this is a dedicated knife for that, fishing. And that's the reason why I carry two knives, because I don't want to get this all fishy and smelly while I use this. This is the knife I use. It is high carbon steel, but it is coated. So any carbon steel knife you use, if you wash it and dry it off right away, it should patina, but it shouldn't rust for a while. Okay. Now going further, I have a little spool here of thread, just in case you have to repair your clothing. Now going back to the Temu unboxing of December 2023 part 1, I unboxed this pill box and I was like sorely disappointed, and I was like, I'm not gonna use it. Probably, just throw it away, whatever. It was only I think like $4 from Temu. I found the use for it, and I think it's pretty cool. It is my ammo box and fishing kit. And in here there are miscellaneous sizes of different fishing hooks. They're the small ones for pan fishing. Okay, and I got weights here, as you can see, little weights. And then I got two different size ball bearings for my slingshot ammo. Okay, so I got fish hooks, slightly small ones and slightly little bigger ones. They're about pan fish size fishing hooks. They're not too big, and you don't want really big fishing hooks because you're not using a real fishing pole. So you don't want to be catching, you don't want to be trying to catch Moby Dick, especially when you don't have a real fishing pole. You have to fashion a handrail fishing system. So all you really need is some weights, little tiny weights, small fishing hooks, and go over here. I have a little bobber. Okay. And you'll say, well, where's the fishing line? Here it is. Now, this card tool has some fishing hooks and everything else, and I was kind of weary about using that. I think it's kind of gimmicky. I guess this can serve as somewhat of a backup if all fails and I run out of fish hooks or whatever. I can use this. It also, I can make another frog gig out of this, and there's an arrowhead here in case I want to fashion a bow, and I can use the paracords on the various lanyards, and also this slingshot. I can fashion somewhat of a small short bow with an arrow to try to catch a bigger game, like maybe a rabbit. Okay. But I think the slingshot would do well to catch anything from squirrels to rabbits. So that's that. And inside the bag here we have a spool of fishing line. All right. See what else is in here. And I think that's it. All right. So this is the survival kit, no nonsense. Oh, I forgot to mention, here is a needle that will go along with the thread so I can repair any damaged clothing. Or maybe I can use it to fashion something, you know, with this. Put cloth together and maybe I could make another bag or some kind of pouch to, you know, collect my little things that I catch. All right, so that's it. All right, and I'll give you a quick look inside this kit. And this kit contains a Germex wipe, a tool card with some electrical tape. Like I said, I made a video demonstrating all of the uses. Slingshot band, some thread, some ball bearing, two different size ball bearings for slingshot ammo. I got the Victorinox Walker in here. It has a saw and a blade that I can carve and use to make a slingshot, which I made a video doing so. And if you want to see, I made this slingshot here. Okay. And I used nothing but the Victorinox Walker to saw this up off a branch, and I used the card tool to baton the split right here to put the band in, and some electrical tape, and I made a slingshot. Okay. And I have another paracord clasp here with the compass, little gut knife, a ferro rod, and whistle. Okay. And there's some needles. I won't go into it, but there's some needles on the bottom, some needles, sewing needles, and here is the spool of fishing line right here. Okay. And there is, of course, somewhere in here, some fish hooks. Okay? And everything that you need, from slingshot to fishing pole or a hand reel fishing system, you can fashion. You can fashion with the knives that are inside the kit. Let me put this back in here. A very compact, palm-sized little pouch, and like I said, no nonsense. It doesn't have none of these kits here have any little knickknacks that is irrelevant or unnecessary. All of it serves a purpose. That's why we call it the No Nonsense Survival Kit, version 1.0, 2.0, the Hunter. Okay. So if you have any questions or suggestions, what I can add or subtract from this, let me know. I think, in my opinion, this will all work just fine. This I can carry solo by itself, and this I can put this solo by itself, and use it whenever I need to. But the thing is at the end of the day, all of this can be part of a bigger kit or part of another system. But at the end push come to shove, if you do have to only rely on just this kit or this kit, you can use this to fashion whatever you need, including fire and shelter, and obtaining food to survive. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Thanks.